Greetings and salutations. We greet you in the joy that Jesus Christ always give us. As you see, I have with us the lovely Dawn, the coach, the dancer, the author, the mother, the writer. We are here to help us become more professionally aware of our strengths, our weaknesses,
Yes, yes,
our opportunities,
yes,
our threats,
absolutely.
all of those things. She's a professional development coach. She loves to dance again. I mean, if you follow her on her social media handles, we just love the thing how she is very articulate. She smiles.
Thank you.
She's active. She's an athlete. She works out. She does so many things. So without further ado, if we were in church, we're not in church. We are in church, but we're not in church. I would say after the A and B selection from the choir,
We can.
the next voice you will hear will be that of Don Morris. But since we're not in church with the choir, we're not going to have an A and B selection unless you're a singer. Huh?
No.
She's not a singer. She's not a
I'm
singer.
singer.
Welcome to Conversations with Cornelius. I am your host, Cornelius. Today, you will be engaged, entertained, and educated. Stay tuned. You are about to be CC'd. It is Conversations with Cornelius. And we're back. Welcome to Conversations with Cornelius with Don Morris. Today, I need to learn some things about myself and my emotional intelligence.
Okay.
That's your strength. I think it's her strength. Then we're going to go dancing the night away after the show. Is that what we're going to do?
Only if you take First Lady with.
That's fine. She either has two options: go dancing or church.
We got
Tonight. Ask her what she wants to do: dance or church.
Dance in the church, First Lady.
Yeah.
She's
not a dancer. She don't shout like that. So
it's like David dance type dance.
Okay.
She can do that. She can do that.
So tell me.
Yes.
Welcome to Conversation with Cornelius.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh my God, y'all! I've been working on this like forever.
We have been working on it forever.
I try to catch up with her on the track, but she has a different gear than I.
Yeah, little bit. Yeah.
Her gears are different. So tell me.
You were, I think, you were in pastoral mode of walking.
Yeah.
And I was in sweating mode. Exactly. Cardiovascular.
I was developing character.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But still, growth on both ends.
Okay.
So it was a good
we'll
thing.
take growth on both ends.
Yes.
I'm grateful for.
In fact, I was just remembering today. I was like, now where did I meet Pastor C? But then I remembered. I said, yeah, okay, we were both out at the track.
At the track.
Yes.
So you take health.
I do.
Being healthy, you take that very seriously.
I do take health very seriously.
Tell me, what began your journey, or you've always been a gym rat? Well,
you know what? I do have to give some credit to my dad, because when we were growing up, he made sure every summer, my brother and I were enrolled in Junior Olympics, which was a track.
AAU.
Exactly. AAU Junior Olympics. So I ran track from when I was very little on up and enrolled in swimming. So I think he's to credit for some of that. And then the other side is, of course, growing up in my family, maybe it's not all of our types of families, but a lot of my aunts, my mom, just beautiful women who just wanted to just eat too much. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be that person. I can't. So I did commit at a young age to do what I needed to do to make sure that I stayed on the right side of the health track, because I did see them kind of go a little too many cakes,
just
a little too many.
This much more chocolate.
Just this much.
Just that much more.
That much more chocolate.
Just too much.
Exactly.
If it been that much, it'd been cool.
It'd
been cool. Fact, it was that much.
Right. Exactly. Just a little
tip the scales.
Just tip the scales.
Okay.
So yes, I think the combination of my dad and then seeing some kind of poor health habits from some of my family members kind of made me decide to do my part, do as much as I could to stay healthy. I do, have my moments. I had some cheesecake last night, but who's counting?
Right.
Because we have to have those moments every day.
Do we?
We do.
So you believe in rewarding yourself?
I do. I believe in balance.
Okay.
I tell people I don't weigh. I just try to stay healthy.
The scale lies.
The scale lies.
It tells you so. It gives you It gives you a fact. Let me say. Can I say it this way? It gives you a fact, but a false narrative.
Exactly. It does, and this is the thing that people have to understand when you're building muscle. And I know we're not here just talking about.
No, but that's good.
But when we're building muscle, it can weigh more. So if you just focus on a scale, but not on your body's dimensions, then you can have a false positive as well. You can think, hey, you know what, I'm thin, but are you really as healthy as you should be because you're not as strong as you should be because you haven't built muscle, and muscle can weigh more. So you should go by how your clothes fit and also how your movement and agility. Those are your key factors.
After the golden ages.
Yes.
Like how do you grasp what you just said? You know, I'm just a 35-year-old shouldn't think like a 45-year-old.
In terms of what?
Like even about fitness, 25. Like I'm not in there with the 25, 27-year-old boys. They just wilding out and they do so many things, even on the track.
Yeah.
Trails, like,
right. Yeah.
I'm reaching another milestone. Can I say that?
Yes, you can. Yes.
I'm just trying to have a great narrative with the facts.
Yes. Okay. I understand what you're saying. But it's interesting though, because as you continue on your path of health and fitness, I also teach dance fitness, which you know a little bit about from, on Facebook. So, and do you know, Pastor C, that I, in a lot of cases, outmove younger people who are in my class because it's really not even age centered. It's about
just
where your health level. That's it. Yeah. So it's gonna come a day when you go pass up those youngins on the track. You keep riding that bike.
I'm loving my bike ride. I'm loving my bike ride.
Absolutely, yes.
Tell me about the dance. Like you have this wonderful dance ministry. Let me tell y'all, I'm trying to get her to put the headphones on. She's not going. She's not going. So we're gonna just be honest, family. She's not going. So I'm just trying to maybe she's like, let me see what I sound like. But I've already lost that battle.
You lost the battle.
And the war. The white flag is being. We don't play with a sister.
Can't be flipped. I'm doing a almost dying Ross today, and that cannot be flipped. That cannot be flipped.
Tell me about dance. Why dance? Why dance therapy? Why dance?
Oh my goodness! So I also do what's called dancing it off, and
dancing it off.
Yeah, I call it dance it off with Dawn. So that's my dance fitness part, and I've loved to dance, and I guess I got to credit. As I've grown, I've thought about my father more and more because he didn't necessarily say we're doing this because of this, but as I've gotten older, I'm like, okay, my daddy is the reason I'm doing this. So really, he would have us dancing in our living room when we were growing up. So I think dance has always been something that I've enjoyed to do, enjoyed doing, and then always loved group classes. So I first became certified in Zumba several years ago, which is a Latin-based dance. Dance fitness, yes. A little salsa and all of that, And exactly. And from that, I love like kind of the R&B and hip hop songs. And then some people, even when I moved to Nashville, I noticed that in Chicago, I think more people, it seemed, knew about Zumba than here in Nashville. I don't know if it's even as popular. I don't know.
What, Zumba?
Yeah, Zumba is not as widely.
It's embraced.
Yeah.
But we never really bought into the Zumba bug.
No, it didn't seem like that.
We didn't never bite the bug, or it never got a hold of us.
No, it didn't seem that it did. So, so I developed something called the DS60 a couple of years ago, which is a combination of R&B and hip hop music. The first 30 minutes, and then the last 30 minutes is the strength training part, because I'm also certified as a personal trainer. So so it's called the DS60, which is dance and strength in 60 minutes. So, so that was born out of my desire to love to dance, and my desire and my ability to teach the strength part of it. So now I do what's called the DS60 as well.
DS.
D is in dance, S is in strength, 60.
Sorry.
Exactly. Yes.
I have to do it for 60 minutes. You know me, I'm always trying to find a corner to cut just because I'm just trying to see if it's worth cutting. I don't know, it ain't gonna be worth cutting, but
it's the fastest hours, like The Price is Right. It's the fastest 60 minutes of your life. So, but it is fun. It's enjoyable. And it gives you some of a little bit of the dance because I try to choose songs that are popular and easy to move, and the movements aren't that difficult. And then we go into every time that I do it, there's a different body part that we're working on. So maybe glutes, legs, arms, core, so that everything is engaged. If you come on.
So take me through a workout. Take me through a workout.
Okay.
I get to Centennial Park or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We're working out.
Yes.
Take me through a workout.
So we may start with a song like try to start with something uplifting. This is the church. So maybe Running, Bootylicious, or Just Fine. Something kind of upbeat,
okay.
R&B. Okay. And then we'll go through about 5 additional songs that are also kind of upbeat. I try to mix between upbeat and then you may have some that are slow. And some you may even have to do jumping jacks. Like I do a Janelle Monáe song, Tightrope. And so in that song, we're doing some, ab work, and then we also do some jumping jacks and stuff. And then the last 30 minutes, I may ask them to bring weights with them, and we'll do some strength training based on the weights. So yeah, there may be, if it's leg day, then we may be doing, of course you do squats, but you'll also do like leg lifts. Try to engage different parts of the gluteal muscle, so you have all of those components engaged. And then my last song is always something inspirational. So I'm Beautiful by Fantasia, or Happy Being Me by why can I not think of her name right now, but she was a part of Fellowship Baptist Church in Chicago, Anita Wilson. Okay. Born for This by Stephanie Mills, something that is always motivational as the last song. And then we wrap up. So it's a great fun hour, and I call it Dance It Off because through dance, you can dance off stress, anxiety, high blood pressure, diabetes, anything that ails you, you can leave it on the dance floor. So that's why it's called Dance It Off.
Dance It Off.
Dance It Off.
When does it take place?
So I'm also affiliated with the Metro Parks of Nashville. Ooh. So when they call me, I work with them. And then in the summertime, as you just mentioned, I do a summertime
you do it
session, and we get it in. We get it in the park. Yes. Yeah. I can't wait. Yes.
I can't watch.
You gotta bring some people. You just gotta come get in there. You can do that.
I can't watch. Let's shifting gears.
Yes.
You talked a lot about Dad.
Yes.
Is he still living?
No, he is not. He passed a few years ago. Okay. And I don't know, maybe it's because he's passed and I'm now in business, and he was an advertiser for a newspaper in Cleveland called the Call and Post African American newspaper. So he was in sales, and I think that that may be the other reason that a lot of some of his behaviors are resonating more with me now as I'm in this phase of my life. But yeah, he was one who wasn't one to complain, but you could watch his movements. And so I think because he didn't always speak why he did certain things, we may not have known in the moment. But now, like I said, at this point in my life and going through certain things, I'm like, okay, that's why Daddy did that. All right, now I see.
Now I see that. Exactly. Now I see. I see exactly.
Because he would read the newspaper, back in the day, so he would read every day. And so now I know that in order to be really proficient in whatever you're trying to do in life, you have got to stay in touch, and abreast of what's going on. Absolutely. Yes. Gotcha. Yes.
And where's your father's people from?
So from Mississippi, but I was raised in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. So he
from the SIP.
Exactly. Yes. From the SIP.
But had to leave us out.
Are you from the SIP?
No, I'm from Tennessee, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's the Southern thing.
It is. That's true.
When you meet people from up north, it's like you got Alabama.
Yes.
Arkansas.
Yes.
Mississippi.
Yes.
Georgia.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
That's true. That's true.
I don't care what city.
That's
Chicago.
True. Did you say Alabama? Yes, Alabama. Yes.
Chicago.
My mom, Alabama.
Everybody in Chicago is from Mississippi.
Yeah, just about.
Just about.
That's true. That is true.
Just being Black History Month.
Right.
Emmett Till went back to hang out with the cousins from
Right.
back. It's like Georgia has that Detroit.
Yes.
Everybody from Georgia is from
That's so true.
Just Detroit, Georgia. My grandmama's from Georgia. Like it was that great migration.
They all had the memo. Like,
like we gotta get up out of here.
Exactly. Right.
That lifestyle. That Southern lifestyle. It was right. It's difficult. It was difficult. But it built character for them.
That's true.
And they left some legacy for us. As a matter of fact, I'm been Tennessee 5 generations.
Oh wow. Wow. So y'all just stayed through it all.
Let me see. Yeah,
really?
6.
Okay.
Then 6, 7.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally. 18.
Where'd you go to school?
I'm from Winchester, Tennessee.
That's right. I remember you telling me that once. Okay, yeah.
1871 into the present, Tennessee.
Wow.
So
interesting.
Yeah.
Been through it all.
Yeah.
Now.
So that's what I know. I'm comfortable here.
Yes.
I love it here.
Yes.
I meet great people here.
Yes.
All the great people come to Tennessee.
And I agree. I love Nashville. I tell people all the time, I love Nashville. I've been here almost 5 years, and it was one of the best decisions to move here.
Well, God loves Nashville.
God does love Nashville. That's true. He does.
Spiritual journey.
Yes.
Because we shifting.
Absolutely.
Let me get the book. Let me get the book because we'll be talking.
Well, it got kind of wet, but
it's okay.
But still, it's just a show. At least it's just a show.
People get the book. Get the book. Let me get it out the light.
What would Barack do? Inspiring presidential tools for the leader in you. 10 core principles on how you can lead yourselves and lead others based on how President Obama led his candidacy and subsequent presidency. It's a great, easy read that will strengthen your life.
You say it so fast. I can't.
I've been saying it so much. I know.
Well, since we're there with the book, let's back up. We'll get the spiritual question next.
Sure.
You said it. I said, what did she just say?
Okay, so let me slow down.
The book was birthed from what exactly?
Oh, great question. Mm-hmm. So I will back up and slow down. It's called WWBD. What would Barack do?
We got that.
Inspiring presidential tools for the leader in you. Okay, so you got that part. Okay, Pastor's like, come on. So
no,
it was
good.
born. Chapter 2 represents the impetus for the book.
Okay.
When President Obama led the assassination of Osama bin Laden, I was inspired to write a book on his leadership because the day that he announced that Osama bin Laden had been executed, nobody in the country even knew that it was happening. What happened was, and since then I've also read the book A Promised Land, which he doesn't even talk about this till the last chapter, so I had to read all those 300 pages, but beat that as it may. Love the book, President Obama.
Love the book, President.
But earlier in the day, he was at a correspondence dinner, and he was in kind of a jovial mood, presidential jovialness. And again, nobody knew. Later that night, he comes and he announces that Osama bin Laden had been executed. Well, 9/11 had happened 10 years prior to that. Nobody in the country knew that this was even on the table. And then in reading the book, he talks about, the level of strategy that went into it. It was absolutely amazing. But of course, he couldn't tell anybody because he said either this is going to totally make, or it's going to totally, because this was in his first presidency, his first 4 years. So when that happened, I said, wow, we may challenge some of his policies and practices, but there are certain things that he did as a leader that we need to keep in mind as we're leading ourselves and leading others. So chapter 2 is called Doing a Barack, because as I tell people
What's chapter 1 again?
Chapter 1 is called Keep Love Alive.
Okay. I don't think I heard that.
I didn't say that because chapter 2 was the impetus for the book.
Okay.
But I don't get to but chapter 1 is actually called Keep Love Alive. So chapter 2 is called Doing a Barack because, and I teach this program as well from this, but I say to the students, sometimes you have to make a move and talk about it later. So it talks about the importance of confidentiality in leadership and the need to have constituents who you keep close to you, who are the ones who can help you make the good decisions, but understand that at the end of the day, just like with him, even though he had all that data, he was the one who had to say, now go do it. And then you have to rest in your decision as a leader and know that you have put the right strategies in place. Because when they executed Osama bin Laden, there were a whole bunch of people in that house. Nobody was harmed because of the level of precision of the strategy that they used to go and execute him. So that that became my impetus for writing the book. I said, there are just other principles that we need to keep in mind. So
make a move
and talk about it later.
That's
right.
Now that's okay. Interesting concept. Love the narrative.
Yes.
Love the story.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to tell it.
Okay.
With the same zeal that you tell it. I'm gonna have to make a move and talk about it.
Have you ever had to do that as a leader?
All the time.
Yes.
You have to just make moves and
Yes.
suffer the consequences. Maybe they'll like it, maybe they won't, but you're the
Right.
leader. So
Exactly.
That's one of the things that happens. Make a move and talk about it later.
Yes. Sometimes we have to make a move.
I'm chewing on that.
Yes, chew on it.
Yeah, make a move and talk. But that decision that is made with precision and accuracy.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. And sometimes it's not always going to go exactly right, but the better you're able to, I think, marry intuition and strategy, the more likely you are that your decision is going to be the right one, is going to result in great consequences or great outcomes.
Marry intuition,
yes,
and strategy.
Absolutely. Right.
Now we talking.
Right.
Let me scratch my head. Let me talk. Hold on. Let's pay a few bills first.
Baby.
And then we.
This show was brought to you by Walker's Cafe and Grill, 109 UN Drive from 12 to 5. This show was brought to you by the Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church, 1506 22nd Avenue North, Nashville, Tennessee. This show was brought to you by Forever Zion. That's www.foreverzion.com. Paparazzi Jewelry for your boo, your bae, your significant, your subordinate, your cousin, and them. Your friend, your enemy, your frenemy. Go to www.foreverzion.com. This show is brought to you by Trifold Outreach Ministries. That's Trifold Outreach Ministries, 49 Dry Creek Road, Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Thank you for our wonderful sponsors.
And we're back.
Yes, hey.
Thanks for bills. So we're grateful for Trifold Outreach Ministries. We're grateful for Forever Zion, Ephesian, and Walker's Cafe and Grill. And now,
yes,
her new book that we will add to the book list.
Yes.
Can't wait to do that. Now, let's back up and we'll talk about the book a little bit more.
Okay, sure.
Marrying.
Yes.
Intuition and strategy.
Yes.
A concept that I have never really thought about is I might do it.
Yes, right.
But what's the courtship between the two?
The courtship. So as a leader.
Yeah, what's the courtship? Now we need to slow it down. Let me make sure the light is on you good.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure the light is on you good. Tell me about the courtship between intuition and strategy.
Absolutely. So as a leader, we are called to be visionaries.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And visionaries, vision begins largely from intuition. You have a sight. You can see, I want Ephesian Primitive Baptist to be a certain way. And your intuition is telling you that certain things have to align in order for that to happen. Now, if you have intuition, but you don't marry that with a great strategy, what's going to happen?
The failure, of course.
Either one is going to fail, or two, there's going to be so much chaos in the development process that the success is not even going to feel like success because there's been too much chaos in getting to that place. So when I say intuition has to be married with strategy, leaders have to have vision and they have to be able to have a certain sense about things like I was saying before the break with President Obama. He had a sense about how the execution was going to take place. But of course, he wasn't even there when it happened. So his strategy and his ability to really tap into the strategies that were presented to him had to align with his intuition that now was the time to actually take this posture and go and do this execution in order for success to happen. So that's why I say intuition has to be married with great strategy in order for success to take place.
You really are. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Intuition, married strategy.
Yes.
And the child from intuition and strategy is what?
Success.
Success. So that's how it becomes successful.
Absolutely.
Have to have intuition.
Yes.
Intuitively.
That's right.
That's here.
That's right. Gotta have it.
If you don't have it here,
yes,
it doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
That's the core of your being.
That's the core. Yep, exactly.
Interesting.
Yes.
So, chapter 1.
Yes.
Is what is it?
Keep love alive.
Chapter 2.
Doing up a rock.
Doing up a rock. Chapter 3. Open the book.
Okay, because you're making me.
Because you've been talking about dancing.
Which I thought was step away to step forward.
Okay.
So we have to step
away sometimes.
Sometimes you have to step away to step forward. Exactly. In fact, he had to, right after he married Michelle Obama, he left to go to Bali to finish his book, Dreams from My Father. And many people would say, how can you just get married and then go leave? But he and Mrs. Obama understood the magnitude of the moment, and that in order to really get it completed, he was going to have to step away in order to step forward. And that became one of the most best written autobiographies.
Wow. I'm not sure that I have the intuition or strategy to have the spouse step away.
Oh, that's something different.
to work on, like that takes a lot.
It takes a lot.
I mean, any relationship.
Yes.
To say I'm going to step away.
Yes.
And then
to step forward. Yeah.
That's interesting.
It takes trust, a whole lot of trust, and
maybe they're sick of each other. Well, y'all sick of each other.
They had just got, you know what?
Y'all been together for a long time.
They had just got married.
Well, y'all sick of each other. I need to know the secret. I want to know the secret. Tell me the secret about stepping away to step forward.
Right.
Because let me tell you, don't try that at home.
Don't try that at home. And it's not always. But I will say that when I decided to write mine, which you're off the door.
I'm working.
You're working
currently. I'm a speaker, radio podcaster.
Okay.
Let me sit up. I have a lot.
Okay,
I need to start publishing.
Okay, yes.
I need to start publishing. It's only the right thing to do.
Yeah, well, First Lady Hill might have, because I'm gonna tell you, I had to take myself. I wouldn't schedule any meetings. Even if someone called me and said, you know what, I just need 15 minutes to talk to you about something that was related to the Association for Training and Development. I said, I can't even take 15 minutes because I knew for those weeks that I was writing, what happens is when you take yourself away, yeah, it's those minutes, but it's also the minutes that I'm thinking about it and the minutes that I now have to decompress afterwards. So I had to step away in order to step forward as well. So sometimes we do have to do that. I'm sure you know about that when you write your sermons and things. You can't have any interruptions.
I would say this. I have a friend. We met through, this is no shade.
Yes.
Through the Hampton.
Oh, okay,
Ministerial
right.
Alliance.
Okay.
And they are now encouraging strongly, moving beyond suggesting,
yes,
encouraging strongly that pastors take sabbaticals yearly.
I believe in that.
Like they say that is like what is needed and necessary so that you can step forward.
Yes.
But,
because our brains are muscles. And just like our body, we can work out our arms every day, but if we don't give them time to recover, the recovery is just as important as the working out. So if we don't give our brains time to recover, then we're not strengthening them in the way that they need to be. So absolutely, you have to take a sabbatical. I agree with that. Yeah, you come back stronger.
Yeah, he takes one. He's been taking them now for, I think, 12 years.
Yes.
He said they've made a difference.
Yes.
In the life of the church.
Yes. Right. Because what happens is you have time to just reflect, in that space of nothingness is powerful. We have to have it. And a lot of people think we have to keep running and running and running and running. No, strength comes in that space of nothingness. So I absolutely agree with that.
Text that to me.
Okay.
Strength comes
Yes.
in the space
Yes.
of nothingness.
Absolutely.
Oh, I gotta chew on that. I'm chewing on that. I'm chewing on strategy and intuition.
Yes.
Because
you got a good brain though, because you're remembering all that. That's good.
You know, and that has been developed over the dealing with I'm a listener.
Yes.
And I'm listening. It's like, okay, everything you're saying is sparking. So stepping away to step forward.
Yes.
You know, strength and intuition must marry.
Yes.
Strength comes in nothingness.
Yes.
Like that's a book for me. Like those are 3 sermons for me.
Oh yeah, that's
like,
true.
why are you taking my stuff? I need my love offering. Give me my love offering. I mean, but that's something.
No, but that's real. Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
It's so real. So we chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, we chapter 4.
Chapter 4 is remain professional even when others are not.
Okay.
Know about that? Yeah. Well, of sorts, yeah, because that's about when Joe Wilson, the senator from
blurted out.
Be disruptively innovative.
Oh, slow down. Disruptively
innovative.
Disruptively.
So innovation that changes the game.
But disruptively innovative.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Smile and light up everything.
Smile and light up everything.
No complexity, but keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Study, period. Be memorable, and then exhale.
Wow.
Yes.
How many chapters?
10.
How long did it take you to write it?
That's a great question. I would say from the beginning to publishing, probably about 4 months. Book is like 100 pages, so it's not like terribly long. But yeah, I would say from about 4 months in total from inception to publishing.
Wow.
And I did not even know how I was going to get published. This is about that faith walk.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you, it was during the pandemic. I said, I had been wanting to, now, okay, that was 2020. 19. Pandemic started
19.
In 19. Yeah, but yeah, but so 2020 was when I actually started writing. And I said that he assassinated Osama bin Laden or executed Osama bin Laden in 2011. So about 9 years it had been in my spirit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But because we had all of that time, I said, now I need to write this book. And I don't even know how it's going to get published, but I'm about to write this book. And I started writing. And do you know, several weeks in, haven't seen her do it before or since, somebody who I knew on Facebook had just helped somebody get published. I said, Adrian, I need you. And she said, I got you. And she had me. And she is the reason, or I won't say the total reason, but really I didn't know. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know how to publish. Had never published anything, but I knew I wanted to finish this book. Haven't seen any of my other Facebook friends even talk about, hey, I helped somebody publish something. Mm-hmm. But that's why I always tell people too, that faith walk is so important, because if you take 1 step, 2 steps, God got your back, and He gonna send the exact thing you want when you need it, so that you can carry out whatever your vision is. But you gotta get walking. You gotta get walking. So yes, intuition,
strategy,
marriage strategy,
and
success.
What will Barack do? So spiritually, a question I had asked earlier, but the book came in, and I gotta know how to roll with the punches. Spiritually, how are you hearing God, and how is God manifesting your plan for your life? What doors are being opened?
Oh, that's a great question. He asks great questions. I tell people that I am a living witness of the faith walk journey. So even me running a business right now is based on my spiritual walk, because I was working for a company, had a really good paycheck, but they made some decisions that were not working well for me at all. And one day, I'm getting ready for work, and I heard God say, I can still see it. I was in the restroom about to take a shower. He said, graduate. I was like, what? It's like, you trying to be a director and I'm trying to make you a CEO. I was like, for real? I'm serious. This is how this showed up in my life.
You're good.
So
I mean,
it was like,
I have those moments with God.
Do you have them?
Yeah. God, you
Yes.
have a sense of humor, God. Like, you want to, let's laugh.
Yes.
Like, God don't want to take you to Zany's because you're funny. You know? Like, he's really fun. No, God really has a sense of humor.
You're funny.
Like, you're funny.
But I said to myself, you know what? You're right. I have done all that I need to do, and I've been blessed through. I've been in leadership and professional development in the training arena for work for several years with several different companies, and at the leadership level, in the classroom, the whole 9 yards. So I've done all that this space
will allow me to do.
Other
than run it.
And that I need to do. Exactly. Right. Exactly. So, and this is the thing about when we graduate. Have you ever graduated from high school and gone back?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't even go back.
You don't go back.
I haven't gone to my reunions.
You can go back to college, but you won't go back to get a bachelor's, right? If once you got it. So when he said graduate, that was my message that my stint in corporate America had come to a place where I should return no more. And so I had to, it took a few months for me to actually put the things in place that needed to be in place for me to leave. Good. But I graduated. And so, yeah, that even when I have challenges in business, because something I'm like, Lord, this is hard. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, I was like, Lord, this is hard. And I looked in the mirror. It's like, you told me to graduate. So that means we got to keep going. And things keep working out. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Graduate. And that's a great word.
Yes.
As we call it, the rhema.
The rhema.
Yeah, give me the rhema. Because I've never heard graduate.
Yes. Yeah.
I've heard God say no, though.
Yes.
On something that I wanted desperately at that time.
Really?
God said no, not yet.
Okay.
So I've had to learn how to enjoy the no's.
Yes.
From God.
Yeah.
That really catapulted me somewhere else anyway, where I needed to serve. Yeah. It put me in a different space to serve.
Right.
And gave me a different perspective on serving. So
okay.
I understand no was graduation for me.
Right. Sometimes it is.
Yeah.
That's true.
And no can be a graduation.
Yeah. That's powerful too. I was just listening to another sermon. There's a pastor out now, Mike Todd. He just preached on know your no, KNOW, your no. And so it was exactly what you were saying. Sometimes you have to know that no is the answer you need for this moment. It's not always run to the next thing, run to the next thing. Right. Sometimes we have to sit in that thing. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
Business though, you're running a business now.
Yes.
We go from working out to the DS60 to writing books. Running a business.
I'm trying to be like you when I grow up.
Oh, Lord. Me? Little on me?
Yes. I don't see how you do. I'm like, when does he sleep? I don't know when he sleep. Oh, okay.
I do.
Whose night? Because
yours. Every night. No, one of the things, I just get up early and I have to be rested.
Okay.
The best energy from me is from probably 6 to 11. That's my best energy.
Okay. Yes.
And I can reset about now and do it a little while, but the best of me is early.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I get up like, let's go.
Right.
Let's go to work. Let's make this happen. We're going to make this work. We're going to make this work.
Right.
That's why I can, put out content after content. Like I have 2 separate radio shows.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, 2. Wow. I help with both of them, but I'm still the key player.
Okay.
Then I have the podcast.
Right. Okay.
Which is still content.
Right.
And then a spinoff from that, the Yolanda and Cornelius show is Conversations with Cornelius.
Right. Okay.
So basically now I have 2 podcasts.
Wow.
2 radio shows, 2 Bible studies, 2 sermons. I might need to step away so I can step forward.
I don't know. You're doing it though. You are doing it.
It's what I do.
Yeah,
and it's just a season. I'm graced.
Absolutely.
I'm graced to do it.
Yes, you are. Right.
Oh, and I forgot I do Capri Cares.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes,
know that I care, care that I know.
Right.
So
there you go.
I'm interesting. Matter of fact, let's do some Capri Cares. They just need to know what Capri Cares is.
Good morning, it's Capri Cares. Know that I care that I know. This is our daily motivation and inspiration for our mental health ministry here at the Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church. It's Capri Cares. Know that I care and care that I know.
So, boom, that's Capri Cares.
Yes, nice. Very nice.
You got the sponsors, then we'll do my book club. During Capri Cares, I do a book club. Like this month, I have 3 books that I'll try to get the whole community to read. Okay. One is Watch and Pray. Okay. About prayer, the 8 prayer watches. Right. The other one is Try Not to Lose Yourself. I can relate. I can relate then how to not to lose yourself in relationships. Oh. Wanda Scott.
I need that.
You do get that?
I think
you do?
So.
We'll show the listening audience in a minute.
Absolutely.
And then the third one is The Odds Stacked Against Me.
Okay.
Carlethea be here.
Okay.
She's a member here. Okay. So those are the books.
Very nice.
And the listening audience, y'all will see those books here in a minute. But then next month, of course.
Yes, you can add. Please add. I would love to see that added.
Yeah. Then I can always tag you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Yes.
Tell me, business.
Yes.
Business. Your dad has always had you on a trajectory of achievement.
Yes.
Can we say that?
That is true. That's true.
Now you're in a different space.
Yes.
The Lord tells you to graduate.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jesus, graduate. Jesus, what a faith walk. But now you're walking by faith, not by sight. Tell me about business. How do we get your services? How do we reach you? Because there's a group of people that you're assigned to. I believe that.
Yes.
You might not be assigned to everybody, but there's somebody that you're assigned assigned to.
Right. That's true.
That might be assigned to everybody you're not assigned to.
That's true.
So therefore you reach the people that you would never reach because you reach that one person.
That's right.
That you were assigned to. So
absolutely.
Tell me about your business.
So the World Class Training Institute is my organization, and we provide professional and leadership development training programs. I say that our goal is to maximize an organization's greatest asset, which is human capital. And through the delivery of programs like emotional intelligence, we do a DISC personality workshop, time management, systems thinking. I just trained last week to a group, communication skills, all of the tools to help leaders and professionals work better with people are in my wheelhouse. And so through either my website, which is worldclasstraining.net, or just reaching out to me, and I can always share my information directly with you. You can have your organization just reach out to me, and I will come, and I either do package workshops like emotional intelligence, or we customize the learning programs to fit what the needs of an individual's organization are. And then we also do a 6-session program called Intentional Leadership, which is leading in 3D is what I call it, because sometimes leaders are in a mode of just saying, here, go do this, you at this time, and may give you a couple of instructions. And that's flat leadership. But leading in 3D, flat.
It's flat.
Yeah.
That's flat.
You go do this. Go do this. I need it by this date. Blah. That's it. But intentional leadership and leading in 3D is when you go beyond that. This is just a task we need to get done, to really thinking critically about not only who the right person is for the role, but also how am I able to develop that person so that they can even be in a position to be the next leader. Because a real leader, to reach the level of pinnacle leadership, you are into people development, not just task completion. So through intentional leadership, we teach leaders how to expand from flat leadership to leading in 3D, where they are carefully considering the people to whom they're delegating and then how they're able to develop them and develop the organization to be the best that it can be.
Level 1.
Yes, sir.
Position.
Yes.
John Maxwell.
Yes.
Level
Absolutely.
2.
Yes.
Permission.
Yes.
John Maxwell.
Yes. It's
Level 3.
production.
Yes.
Absolutely.
How successful people lead. John Maxwell.
Yes.
Level 4
Yes.
is people development.
That's right.
Level
exactly.
5 is the pinnacle.
Yes, that's right.
So you hit my sweet spot.
Yes, I'm glad. Yay!
You hit my sweet spot.
Love John Maxwell. Yes.
We are currently going through how successful people lead in this church with the leadership team.
Okay. Nice. Yes.
We are learning that on that paradigm. I know that it's cyclical and you can vacillate up down all the time.
Yes.
That we're still very positional.
Yes.
And possibly we were thinking we had people's permission when we really didn't.
Okay.
The position just gave us those rights.
Okay. Right.
And from that position, it's very just structured and rigid.
Exactly. That's right.
The intentionality, let me say, the strategy and the intuitive thinking does not marry as a position.
That's right.
Level.
There you go. Right. Yeah.
So I'm learning that, and I'll say this, and I don't want to make this about me.
No.
This is your.
Right.
No.
But
No. Because you're fine. I know I'm on your time. But it's raining, y'all. I don't know where she's going in the rain with this hair. I don't know. I just gotta throw that in there. I don't know where she's going in the rain. Go just throw it down outside. I don't know. Listen, folks. Listen. I don't know. I put the microphone wherever she going. I don't think she got to say I was heel. He had me wearing headphones during the interview, and let it be her out. Now I'm trying to help her with strategy and intuitiveness.
Yes.
That's why I'm trying to help.
Yeah. Thank you, Pastor. Appreciate that. Yes.
No, in the life of my own leadership.
Yes.
Which I was given the keys to a church at 22, 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there was you got to remember, 24 years ago, we weren't even talking. The church was not talking this way.
Yes.
I'm not saying the John Maxwell did work, because that's what they've been doing.
Right.
Zig Ziglar.
Right. Yes.
Maybe it's Brown boy.
Right.
Yes, Brown. I'm giving
Brown.
you.
Absolutely. Yes.
I know these days.
Right.
I was raised.
Yes.
My mother made sure I knew who these people were.
Yes.
But we weren't talking this way.
No. Right.
We weren't talking this way.
No. Right.
So the style of leadership that we have that exudes from some of our organizations is more, can I say, totalitarian?
Yes. Or dictatorial.
I didn't want to use that word.
But but we'll go with yours.
Dictatorial.
So,
It's very dictatorial.
Yes, right. Yes,
it's very that.
Right.
Since we're from the old school, do as I say.
Yes. Yes.
Not as I do.
That's right.
I mean, that's just a universal principle that
Right.
is embraced in our culture.
Right.
Now, there's a big push for leadership.
Yes. Right.
And now we are really realizing as leaders, we might not be where we think we are as leaders.
Exactly.
Because our strategy, which usually doesn't come overnight.
Right.
It comes in the walk.
It does. Yes. Right. Yeah.
Let's just say it's not there.
Right.
We're cowboys. I use that analogy.
Okay.
Instead of shepherds, we're cowboys. So we beat with whips. Great position though.
Right.
But just different tools.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So as we're moving to a new paradigm of leadership, and everybody's talking leadership, because I've been to Bible college, and actually twice I was working on my doctorate at another. That's when the God told me no.
Oh, okay.
I didn't need. I'm gonna say it this way: I didn't need anything else in my head.
Right.
I needed something in my heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because if anything else would have been poured into my head.
Yes. Right.
Grandmama said a hard head.
Makes sense.
It's soft,
Right.
charming.
Exactly.
You know. So
Yes.
I learned, and
Right.
I'm learning that now, and I push leadership. John Maxwell, how successful people lead, how they
Yes.
think, how they grow, how they
Yes.
win.
Right.
When we leave here, you're gonna walk past my office. I'm gonna show you these books that are
Okay.
near and dear to me,
Yes.
and I'm teaching through them. And the next step, our time is almost up. Our next step is bringing someone like you in
Yes.
to take us through some strategic planning and thinking.
Yes. Yes.
And what does that look like? You know.
Yes. Right.
What does that? Yeah.
Well, it's interesting that you even say that because and it would
not how much it costs. We'll talk about that later. I'm on the Baptist plan, y'all. That ain't on the website. It ain't on the website. So don't y'all think y'all can get the Baptist plan. I got this. She got something out called the Baptist plan.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's interesting because I just did a program called Systems Thinking, which we probably would do something even on a larger scale with your organization. But Systems Thinking was a really great step that I took with an organization just that last week to help them to understand that the steps that we make, the positions that we have, and I share with them at the end, the reason that there is an org chart that has a line going from each one of the positions to the other is because it's all connected. And we have to understand that as we're making certain moves in an organization, we have to think first as a system. My move impacts your move, and your move impacts another person's move. And it may not be direct, it could be indirect. But we have to understand that. And then from that position, then we would talk about now, how do we strategically develop plans that not only consider who Pastor C is as the head pastor, but also all of these other roles and how they support the organization's goal. And even in that, with that group, we started the first week with just creating vision statements. And each department created their own vision statement so that that vision statement has to support what the organization's is, because if your teams don't have a vision for what they want, then they are flat and operating from a task standpoint versus, hey, we're all part of helping this synergy where the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. So that's just a little bit about how we would put something like that together for you. And I'd be happy to do that.
Baptist plan.
The Baptist plan.
The Baptist plan. Not to y'all. Y'all know that's favor. Hallelujah. That's favor from God. I tell you. God said it. It's like graduate. God said it.
God, exactly.
So tell us, we're running out of time. We have to do this again.
Absolutely. This is very good. Yes, I'm so glad that we have.
Tell us how we reach you. How do we reach you? How do we get your services? And then you can also put out there softly that this ain't no blessed handshake.
No.
You don't need no cheesecake from this.
No.
You buy your own cheesecake.
Yes.
Okay, just ease it on us. Ease it on us.
So to reach the World Class Training Institute, and under our pillars are the professional leadership and the fitness training. So even if you're interested in developing yourself from a personal training standpoint, I do that as well. So my website, the worldclasstraining.net, worldclasstraining.net. My phone number is 615-716-9990. That's 615-716-9990. And I can always be reached also via email at dawnmarie, DAWNMARIE @worldclasstraining.net.
And for you Baptist friends, I don't have any websites. I don't got no phone numbers for you. You just gonna have to just pay. Just joking.
We will talk about whatever you need and then make sure that you are fully taken care of.
Right.
Personal training prices though are on the site, but the leadership and professional development we don't put on the site.
It's not.
The prices are not on the site for that. Only for the individual class. Because for the leadership and professional development classes, the pricing, a lot of times we're building customized training programs for organizations, just like you need strategy training. And so it may vary. We do have a catalog, and if we meet with you and you're interested in seeing our pricing catalog, we can share that with you, but we don't publish those on the website because it can vary because we may put together a different package. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I got you. Any questions?
You may need the Baptist plan, and we have.
Okay, you got to negotiate. That comes with some negotiation.
Exactly.
It comes with a whole lot.
Exactly. No.
Whole lot. Do you still do Clubhouse rooms? Because I know there's some clientele of people on Clubhouse, and I don't want to give Clubhouse too much plug, but I love Clubhouse because I meet people. But because I'm on the networking and net building.
Yes.
And I'm learning, not to cut you off, I'm learning that, I'm going to just say it, some of these newly formed Clubhouse churches, but what they really need is Dawn, not another doctrine.
Right.
Does that make any sense?
Uh-huh.
What you need is somebody to coach you.
Right. Yes.
And develop you.
Right.
And bring you to a new place of thinking.
Yes.
And development.
Right.
Not another, it's like, I'm like, OMG. It has gotten really.
Yes, some of them.
Yes.
But I noticed that you have done really well in Clubhouse. I have not done a room in a while. And I will say that I was probably, I started Clubhouse before the Android people could be a part of it. And so we were a smaller group. And it was kind of difficult for me to build, but I think it may be time for me to go back to that. I don't know. With me doing the weekly lives and the other things, I have to make sure that I don't overcommit and underdeliver. And so I haven't set up any Clubhouse rooms recently, but I do still think it's a very good tool as well.
Okay.
Yes.
So I walk away from overcommitting, underdelivering.
Right.
Center, intuition and strategy.
Marrying, yes.
Marrying each other.
Yes.
Like I'm hearing some things.
Yes.
Stepping away so I can step forward.
Yes.
Okay. Get your LinkedIn. And does everybody know your LinkedIn? Can they reach your LinkedIn?
You can definitely reach me on LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn. Just Dawn Marie Morris on LinkedIn and the World Class Training Institute page as well on LinkedIn. So either of those are ways that you can connect to me, and definitely do that via LinkedIn as well. Yes.
Wonderful. Well, listen, folks, we are out of time.
Yes.
I'm definitely not out of talk. I have more questions, and I'm still intrigued that she's going to walk out of here in all of this rain and not going to have her head covered.
I do have a sweater.
Asked her on the front, put the headphones on, but it's time to go dancing. No, actually, there's a chamber event tonight, but I don't know. I may miss it. I might not go because it is definitely, they may even cancel it because it's super bad. It's super bad. Well, let's look at our books. Let me show you other books that we have. And this is StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard. I need y'all to get these books.
Oh, no.
Watch and Pray. How to effectively pray through the 8 prayer watches of the night. Excuse me. I Can Relate. How Not to Lose Yourself in Relationships. Wanda L. Scott. And The Odds Stacked Against Me. Carlithia Beard. A Single Mother's Story of Hope and Encouragement.
Nice.
Get these 3 books, please. And next month,
absolutely,
we will have, guess what? One of our books.
WWBD, What Would Barack Do? And it's now officially copywritten in the United States Copyright Office. So this is one that you will not find duplicated. Very happy about that. So yes.
Okay.
We're looking forward to that.
Wonderful. Any last thing before we get out of here?
Just thank you so much for the opportunity to be here today. I really appreciate you. You know, I do believe it's interesting. I had not gone to that, ever gone to that park where I met you, but I believe in divine order. So I was there to work out, but I also was there to meet a great pastor in you. So I appreciate you, and I thank you for having me here today.
He called me great.
So,
that's another. I'm gonna remind.
And I knew he was a pastor before he even told me.
Yes, she did.
Are you a pastor?
And I was like, I was good. Well, hey, until next week, thank you for tuning in to Conversations with Cornelius with the lovely Dawn. I mean, she's wonderful. Marie Morris. We will see you in next week.
Thank you for tuning in to Conversations with Cornelius. Please follow me on my social media platforms: Facebook, Cornelius A. Hill; Instagram, Arne Hill; Twitter, Hill Cornelius; and YouTube, Cornelius Hill. Now do me a favor: like, share, and subscribe. It's Conversations with Cornelius.